Greetings, demons, and welcome to Warhammer Weekly, episode 18. So, this week is a little bit quieter than most, but at the end of the day, I've still got a lot to talk about, so let's just get into pickups, and then after that, we'll get into the actual topics.
Not the leader of a cult, RabbitWithAxe.
So, starting off with all my pickups this week, there's actually quite a lot. We'll start off with the monthly model. So, of course, it's a Saurus Warrior. At least for the start of the month, we do have a Termagant coming later in the month. But, yeah, I ended up going picking him up. And I really hate putting these things together. I understand it's more to do with the fact that this is, just one model from an entire kit. And at the end of the day, the actual kit is going to be a little bit more varied in terms of what you can actually do, so it makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, putting the spine together on this guy is awkward, because you have to line up so many little points, and it's just really annoying. I feel like my chest is actually like kind of not attached properly, which is kind of funny. But yeah, no, I love the look of this. I think it's probably one of my favorite Seraphon models I've had. But yeah, no, putting this guy together was really awkward and really annoying, and it kind of soured me on them. I do quite like them. I'm probably still gonna get some more Seraphon models in the future, especially like the Raptor Riders and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. For now, this will do for now for the new Seraphon range. It's cool, but yeah, I'm glad I got it for free. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's not something I'm overly interested in continuing a collection of right now, just because the experience wasn't great. So I'll save the big things for a little bit later. I did order some pins off eBay. The store anniversary pins from 2022 from last year, and it's a immortal. What are they called? The AOS main guys, and then a Space Wolf. That's gonna really bug me what they're called, but. Nicely enough, the guy that I ordered this from also gave me a little pin badge of an orc, so that's nice. Little set of pins there, but yeah, these were the things I actually ordered, and yeah, I'm very happy with these. These look very cool. I kind of prefer this year's version, but I'm gonna wait a little bit longer before actually getting those, because I have seen them on eBay, but they're very expensive right now. These were pretty cheap, and I'm assuming it's gonna be the same way for the badges from this year. But yeah, very nice little pickups there. So I also got one of the new chibi little blind bags. I got the Commissar, which is probably the one of all of them that I was least interested in, but at the end of the day, I don't really mind because I think they're all very cool. But yeah, he has his little bolt pistol, he has his little power sword. He's just a very cute little figure. I wanted the Space Marines. There's two of them. There's a Crimson Fist, and then I can't remember what the other one is, but yeah, I wanted one of those, but this is actually a really cool figure. I really do enjoy my Astra Mortarum stuff, even if I don't build for collecting, for armies. I just build to have models. And yeah, this guy's just another little addition. It's weird, they do actually have bases that are like almost actual Warhammer bases, which is really weird. They're not textured the same, but they have the same like angled edge. Like, if these were the correct size, you could potentially start using these as models in your army, which is really weird. But yeah, very, very cool little thing. Definitely happy to have picked that up. And I've got one last thing, but I'll just quickly go over. Because obviously I got Leviathan, I actually got 2 extra coins from the store, so I got World Eaters and the Astra Mortarum Cadia coin. I didn't have either of these, so I thought I might as well, and yeah, I do quite like both of these. This one with the Aquila on it, the Cadia one, is very nice, and the World Eater symbol is one of the best Chaos symbols there is. I don't like Khorne models, but the World Eaters just have a really, really nice symbol. And then with the item I'm about to get into in a second, I did also get another coin, and that's this month's the Tyranids, which I think I now have like 3 different Tyranid coins, which is kind of funny, but yeah, very nice to add to the collection. I have quite a lot of coins now. I might actually have enough for the binder at this point, because I have quite a few, but I need to double check that. And finally, the reason I got that coin, I went and picked up some War Dogs. I've already built one of these, and if I can reach it right now... Yeah, I can reach it right now. So, I've actually built one of them already. I quite like it. I've built it in like a Zechian form, like the bird head and stuff, but yeah, I'm very happy with this. I did glue the weapons into position once I decided where they were going. I didn't initially. But yeah, it's such a cool model. I've been wanting some knights for a while, and I have a bunch of friends that build regular, Imperial knights. So I thought I might as well go for Chaos Knights. I do prefer the models quite a lot, to be fair, and yeah, this thing is just awesome. I can't wait to paint this up. This is going to be literally the next thing I paint will be this. I'm very excited about getting these done. I need to build the other one, but yeah, just very, very cool models. And yeah, just it was worth it to me. £55 for two models that are this big. Like at the end of the day, they are bigger than most of the dreadnoughts, and they're cheaper. But like for two, obviously, compared to getting one. But you know what I mean. They're well worth it, and yeah, very happy to start my Chaos Knights collection. But that is everything that I got. So we'll throw everything down just to put it in perspective, because I don't usually get that much stuff. But this time around, decent amount of pickups. So very, very happy. Let me just grab the badge as well. Very happy with all this, and yeah, let's just get into the topics. And starting off with the topics, we actually got a brand new co-op trailer for Space Marine 2. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about this because I actually was watching the Summer Game Fest live, and this was one of the things on it. So I'm just going to roll that clip, and yeah, you'll get to hear all my thoughts and opinions on that right now.
Now let's get a first look at the co-op campaign of Warhammer Space Marine 2 from Sage.
Oh! Wait, co-op campaign? I didn't realize there was going to be co-op for Space Marine 2.
Splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets, Avarax and Kadaku.
Okay.
I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions. Will that be a problem? No, Captain.
Here we go. Fighting the Tyranids just in time for 10th edition. There's actually going to be a board game version of a Space Marine with a Lieutenant Titus model, miniature, what do you want to call it. That's a lot of Tyranids. That's a lot of Tyranids, Jesus. Okay. To be fair, like, fighting turns isn't new to the games, like the Deathwing game where you play as a bunch of Terminators. You just fight a ton of them. Up to 3-player co-op. That's cool. I like that. For Ultramar indeed. This winter, okay. So it is definitely this year. I like that statue. I'm not going to get the collector's edition, I don't think, but I do like that statue a lot. The one with Titus holding up the Tyranid. So, moving on, yesterday we had the release, or the pre-order release, whatever you want to call it, the opening of the ability to actually pay for Leviathan. And yeah, with that came a decent amount of stuff, actually. I was actually able to go and pre-order Leviathan. I'm very happy about that. I went into a store myself and just ordered a kiosk. I mean, I didn't have to queue other than the few people that were in front of me in the line physically. And yeah, it was painless. I got some coins. Well, I got the coins I actually showed off at the start of this video. And yeah, just generally, it was a pretty decent time. Honestly, like, it's weird to think about that. Like, the queue system online, the web queue, is awful. And, buying things, pre-ordering things on the website is always a horrible experience, and often you cannot get what you want. They should always offer the ability to just go into stores and order it there, because it's such a better experience. And the stores will get more, units than, people are physically ordering anyway. There was maybe 6 people ordering Leviathan while I was there, which is, not that many people really, and I'm sure my Warhammer store was going to be getting more units in regardless. But with all that out of the way and mentioned, there were some extra rewards, some extra bonuses for pre-ordering, that we got told about a little bit before, and those include a double-sided battlefield playmat, which is what I'm going to be getting because I pre-ordered it on the website technically, even though I was in the store physically. And yeah, it's just a playmat. It's nothing that interesting. It's actually something we've seen a few times before, like the similar sort of terrain. And yeah, it's nice to have. It means that you can automatically just play a game without having to have any other setup. You've just got a playmat, just put some terrain down, you're good. But yeah, it's not that special really. It's nice to have, but it's nothing that I would have personally cared about if I had it or not. Though, something that I do wish that I'd been able to get, and I actually thought, I misunderstood the article initially, I thought this was going to be something I would be able to get, and that is the acrylic markers. This is for wounds, this is for all kinds of different markers, a little tin of these plastic markers. And it's kind of annoying because in the article it doesn't make it very clear that this is the case, but it's actually that if you, on the day of release, so in 2 weeks, went to a physical store and got Leviathan, you just get this tin. It doesn't make it that clear. I assumed that it was if you pre-order in a store, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter too much. It's a very nice little set of tokens. I probably will try and get this off eBay, because I'm sure there'll be some people trying to sell it off. But yeah, it's just a very nice little tin of tokens. And then, weirdly enough, they also had a bonus for if you get it from your friendly local game store. So, if you have, you know, a local game store that sells Warhammer stuff and does pre-orders, you'd be able to get either a pack of, I guess, cardboard drop zone markers, or you could actually get a dice tray. And the dice tray is actually really nice. It's supposed to be, I guess, a Terminator eye showing the reflection of a Termagant, and it looks cool. It looks neat. I really do like this. I would never personally, just due to the local game stores that I have, I wouldn't be pre-ordering from one of them, even for the discount. It's just not really worth it to me. Mostly because they're just always busy. They're way too popular. It just makes little sense to go to them. For things like this, you know, you'd be waiting a long time. You might not even get your pre-order just because they would only have so much stock. Blah blah blah. It's not really worth it for me, but these things are definitely quite nice. The cardboard markers aren't actually that great, but the dice tray is very nice, and I might look into getting one. I might not. I don't know. I already have a dice tray that I use, and it's actually bigger than this one, I'm pretty sure. Even though it's not got a design on it or anything, but you know, I don't know. It's all cool to get extras. And at the end of the day, there's been so much stock available for pre-order of Leviathan that I think even right now, if you went onto the Games Workshop store, you'd probably be able to get a pre-order in. I know as of last time I checked, which was a few hours ago, there was still availability, so hopefully it's still available for everyone. And at the end of the day, it's 2 weeks of pre-order. They've said they've overproduced it, like, purposely, so that there'll be plenty available. And yeah, as I say, I managed to get it, though I went to a physical store, so, you know, who knows what's going to be happening. I would definitely suggest going to a Warhammer store if you have one locally. If you don't, try the website, try your friend local game store. They might very well be able to help you out there. But yeah, that is it. Leviathan released for pre-order, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And with that, we also got a kind of mini-event called the Battle for Oghram. So essentially what this is if you play using your starter box, using your Leviathan box, Space Marines versus Tyranids, you can actually decide the fate of a planet within the lore of 40k, which is something we've never seen before. But yeah, Oghram, the planet, is under attack by the Tyranids, and depending on which side wins more, whether it's the Tyranids or the Space Marines, which most people are assuming it's going to be the Space Marines based on some early battle reports, but we don't really know for sure. It's looking like will actually impact the story of Warhammer, which, you know, it's not a main planet, it's not a planet that we've really heard much about before, so the chances are we're not really going to hear too much about this. This isn't going to, you know, change the universe forever, depending on whether the Tyranids take it over or the Space Marines manage to eliminate the Tyranid threat. But it's a really cool little campaign, and you can also, depending on the winner, get the faction to, I guess, be revealed sooner, because there's still a bunch of units
according to Games Workshop, that haven't been shown off yet for both Tyranids and Space Marines, and whichever faction wins, those models get shown off first. A lot of people are actually kind of hoping Tyranids get shown off first, just, you know, because we haven't had that many new Tyranid models in a long time until recently. And yeah, honestly, like, I'll definitely be trying this out, hopefully, and joining the battle just to see, you know, what it's exactly like. There is a website, and I'll say link in the description below to the article. And yeah, just generally, I'm excited to try this out. With my way of playing Warhammer, I'm probably going to really struggle because I'll be playing as the Space Marines. So, you know, whoever ends up running as the Tyranids will probably have a better shot. But yeah, I'm very interested in seeing what the results are from this and seeing what other people are going to make out of it. If I had the ability to set up a proper battle report, I probably would do it as a video, but that's just not something that I really have the ability to do. But yeah, the battle for Oghram, it looks really interesting. It starts on the 26th of June, which I believe is the day that the actual Leviathan box releases, as in people should start actually getting it. But yeah, very, very interesting. And moving on from 40k, we have a little bit of sorry, I'm getting distracted by the picture, but we are getting a little bit of, what is it even called? Blood Bowl. No, I completely blanked on what it's called. Blood Bowl information, just because they had to give us something that wasn't 40k Leviathan related, and that is a brand new Nurgle character, and I'm not really that. I don't like this character that much. They're called Bilerot Vomitflesh, which is a very apt name, and they are horrifying. A lot of people have been referring to them as she, which I don't actually see it in the text. I'm pretty sure it says he somewhere. Yeah, as he gorged himself at parties and feasts. So yeah, Bilerot Vomitflesh is a very interesting character. The fact that they've painted him to have, like, rotten fingers on one side and, like, just all the little things, the, like, guts coming out of him and stuff, it's such a awful character to look at. I love the little nurgling on the shoulder with the little helmet on and stuff, but, like, yeah, Bilerot himself is, or Bilerot, sorry, is absolutely horrific. I have no interest I'm not interested at all in Blood Bowl Nurgle characters, but yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if people start, like, turning this guy into an actual 40k or demons unit, just because he is so gross, and you could very easily, like, repaint him in certain ways to make him a little bit more battle ready sort of thing. And yeah, it's just a very, very interesting character. So of course it's resin, it's going to be from Forge World, but you know, honestly, for a model like this that's so chunky, I don't think it would be that much of an issue. I think, you know, Forge World does a really good job of making big things. So, yeah, very, very cool. Bilerot Vomitflesh. Absolutely disgusting. And that leaves us with the final topic for today, the Rumour Engine for the 6th of June 2023. And it's essentially like a cloak covered in spikes. And there's also the quills of arrows, so I guess this might be something elven. This might actually be something from, like, Necromunda as well, to be fair. But yeah, I'm leaning towards either elven or maybe some sort of human faction within AOS. It could also be Old World for all it matters, but I don't actually know. It's a look that we don't see too often is spiky cloaks. And obviously having bows and arrows isn't something we see from too many factions. That's what I'm saying. It's either elves or humans. I could very well be wrong there, but generally when it comes to bows and arrows, they're the factions that use them. And yeah, just very interesting little image. I don't have that much confidence that it's even a cape, honestly, because obviously it's got so many spikes in it. But you know, we'll see, I guess, because it's a very weird little thing. I like how it's got like a little, like, arrowhead attached to it as well, like hooked onto it on the bottom right there. It's very interesting. I'm very confused as to what it actually is. I'm looking forward to seeing this in a reveal. But yeah, that is really everything that we have to go over. So, on that note, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe if you're new and ring the bell so you never miss upload. Otherwise, comment below, did you manage to get Leviathan? Your thoughts on Bilerot? And, yeah, just generally any other things that you want to talk about Warhammer. But, in any case, it's going to be from me, and, yeah. Bye!
Look at the screen, you'll be fine. Culture's a disease, but worlds divide. I just wanna take